Hey yo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time?
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace. You gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience under pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision, I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the burst, boy, ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice, these my motives. Bought my chicken and it's rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the rip and we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming, the competition ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us. Now who that is? Mike Jones, they ain't want me now, they all on me. Got counterfeits trying to play me, I guess they thinking I'm Sony. These big head dummies showing up and out of their character. Homie, you need a price cause without it the squad ain't hearing you. Top of that, we ain't fearing it. We swinging for the fences with the sting of a left hook that connects with Sonny Liston. I'm dismissing any and all of the disrespect. Nonetheless, it ain't a threat, I'm just letting y'all know who's next. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas, you gon' see the...
What's next for me, Joe? I'm gonna get that second bell. Where the is it? They should have had them 2 bells ready. Space shine for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test. Now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, I can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, don't know what is in me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up for my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working them up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah. Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late. Seen him down bad, now they tryna hate. Same ones try to hit me for the raise. Got a mill, now they coming with a blaze. Check the numbers, fam, I swear I'm getting paid. I'm a Don just like the Perrier. It's one time when I'm looking at a face. On the low like I'm Got a check and I bought myself a place. They get some money and they blow it on bait. I don't flex, but I'm pushing all the weight. Told them all, I swear I got it's what it takes. Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it now, I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the road, here we go. Yeah, at the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the road, here we go. Yeah, at the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go. Here we go. On the road, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Bitcoin is still at the POC, and with all that being said, I will see you guys next week on Monday right here, same place. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But, guys, we almost got a little push to the upside, and we just got rejected from those key levels of resistance above once again. We're going to cover the price action here, guys. Hopefully, Cupid shoots Bitcoin with an arrow, and we can get this thing to move. But, yeah, we got a little push to the upside, guys, and I actually want to talk about something today. Obviously, we did get a little bit of a rejection here, getting pushed back down below our POC of our macro range. But there are some things on the chart, guys. As you know, we had a lot of mixed signals. We have the higher time frame money flow coming out, but we do actually have a potential signal that could be looking for more upside, and I want to talk about that. And I am somewhat cautiously optimistic here. Although I was a bit more cautiously optimistic before we got this drop to the downside. But I'm going to try to cover the price action with you guys. Obviously, Bitcoin has not really done anything. So, yeah, we'll cover the price action. I'll give you guys the key levels. And as you guys know, we were in that scalp long position yesterday, and we actually did wind up getting that push up into our POC of the range. We're going to cover all the price action, guys. We'll update you on that. And then I'll try to give you guys, no real new levels to look at, but I'll give you guys kind of those signals on market Cypher B that I'm looking at. If we're going to get a continuation to the upside, we need these signals to print and confirm if we do not want this bigger drop down to the value area low between $92,000 and $91,000. So we're going to break it all down for the Mafia. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Shout out to Gordon was saying, man, these titles must be getting rough. It must be hard to come up with these titles as price action just goes sideways. And shout out to Gordon. Yes, that is the not talked about struggle as a crypto content creator or trading content creator. Yeah, these titles get pretty brutal. Shout out to Tony D. I got him helping me out as well. But yeah, it gets really brutal. We're like, hey, man, what should the thumbnail and the title be? And it's like, I don't know. The same thing that it's been for the past 2 weeks. Absolutely unbelievable. But hopefully we can find, something on the chart here that will hopefully get Bitcoin to move. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out with us here on Valentine's Day. Smash that like button if you haven't not already. Shout out to Pokimane. Says, I'm cautiously optimistic too. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. But thank you guys for tuning in. Smash that like button. If we get 1,000 likes on tonight's live stream by some miracle in this boring price action, if we get 1,000 likes, we will be giving away $150 in Solana. Let's see. She's about to break some hearts. Yeah, shout out to Leon. I hope not, but shout out to Leon, shout out to Jesse, shout out to Hayden. What is going on, man? Thank you for tuning in. We got Pennywise, everybody's favorite clown, dropping those purple candles in the chat. We got P-Dub. We got Big Trump in the chat, said 108 to 110K next week. Or bust until spring. Yeah, I hope not. But we'll take a look at those bear signs as well. We got Rob the Crypto Snob, Tyler Durden, Chemistry Bro, Darren Does Things, Dave Digital, Crypto Billy, Crypto Anon. You guys know who the mods are. Show them some love in the chat. And without further ado, shout out to Stefano, says, yo, Frankie, what is going on, man? Welcome in. We got Mr. Blake in the chat, said, didn't realize it, but according to my wife, I'm becoming a whale, just a broke one. Oh, God. Shout out to Mr. Blake. Oh, God, on Valentine's Day, she's saying that to you. Shout out to you, bro. But, yeah, let's see. We got Valerie in the chat. TXI. I don't know how to say that. Maybe taxi. Shout out. Let's see 91K. I would love 91K. But we'll break down the trades here for you guys. Caution in the market. Never in Frankie. Shout out to Mountain. Yeah, let's get it, man. And we're going to explain exactly, guys. I'm not just coming up here saying random stuff. I'm going to show you exactly why I believe what I believe on price here, which, to be honest, is pretty, not that strong of an opinion. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into the charts, and maybe we'll call Satoshi and see if we can get this thing to move. Let's get into it. Let's see. BTC, bad of the heart. Shout out to Gene Lee. All right, let me just take a sip of this water real quick. Me too, Frankie. 91.6 for me. Yeah, shout out to Jesse. I mean, it's not enough to be like super bearish and get us wrecked, but it is nice to come down, get some of those liquidations, and then send it back to the upside. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump on in. We got the East African mineral water here. Shout out to the Aztecian cactus moss water. No Aztecian cactus moss water today. But anyway, let's jump in here, guys. And guys, this is the most boring price action I have seen in quite some time. This is like reminding me of the 7 months of consolidation we had back here, but all squeezed into this tiny little 4% range. So obviously, I'm going to start off on the higher time frames. By the way, guys, I do have plans with Mrs. Candles tonight for Valentine's Day, so we're probably going to do Bitcoin. I'll jump into a couple of the altcoins, but between Bitcoin being boring, today being Valentine's Day, and the Mafia taking up all my time, I want to hang out with Mrs. Candles tonight. So I'll give you guys all the sauce, but it may be a little bit of a shorter stream, and start the memes now. We all know it's probably going to be a full-length stream, but we'll see. But anyway, jumping on in here, guys, I'm going to start off here on the higher time frames. I'm going to start off with just giving the basic levels, and then I'll talk to you guys about those signs that could potentially give us a move to the upside. It was looking a lot better before we got this super wick at the highs. Excuse me, at the highs here as we came up and swept these somewhat equal highs. It was looking a little bit better today, earlier today, but let's break down the levels first, right? So obviously, we have our major volume profile here. Let me turn on the fan, guys. I'm dying. I'm smooth with it, baby. I'm smooth with it. But yeah, here we are. We got the macro volume profile, guys. This is our major level of resistance, sitting at that POC of the range at $97,495, $97,349. You guys know this is generally, and I know we did get this big wick here, a big sweep of that liquidity above these highs before getting that closure down below. Or it looks like this is the 16-hour, but it looks like we didn't really get an SFP here, to be honest, right? At least on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, anything like that. It really would be a higher time frame SFP if we were looking at it as something like that. Come grab that liquidity before sending it back to the downside. But we'll go over the bearish case, the bullish case. But first, let's start with the key levels, right? As always, right? POC, macro POC, 97, 394, 349. This is that key level we got to get above in order to get the bigger move up towards about $102,000. And I think the thumbnail yesterday was Are we going to see $102,000 or $91,000 first? The major scenario here, guys, if you're looking for the up or the down, as you guys know, I am still holding my short from $102,000, so I'm just kind of chilling in this trade. And we also did take a scalp long position in the premium Discord from down here. I'll go over that in just a little bit. And we did wind up seeing, we were looking last night for price to come up at least to this POC, and we did wind up getting that to happen, which was nice. And then we were getting above it too, which was also looking nice. And then we got that quick dump back down, and we are potentially looking to get stuck underneath this POC. So at the end of the day, guys, the key levels remain exactly the same. 92,000 to 91,000 is the major level of support. This is where I'll be looking for my next significant long positions, although I don't even really know how much I really like this level. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're just looking to either come down to the value area low or come up to the value area high, and it's just been 2 weeks of just sideways price action. But I want to talk about, now that we're living below the POC, it kind of stinks, right? Because it's kind of the same situation as yesterday. But earlier today, as we were getting the break above this level, there are some things on market Cypher B. So these are still the main levels. Key level to hold above 97,349. $92,000 to $91,000 is the key level of support, and if we get the move up first, this is going to be the big level of resistance that we're looking at. Doorway to all-time highs, in my own personal opinion, does remain the same. It's going to be coming up here, flipping that POC, pushing above the value area high at $103,000. Once we get above there, guys, this is kind of where I would anticipate potentially a good chance to come up and attack all-time highs. Now, obviously, we do have some additional resistance above, right? We have the 786. I believe we also have a daily naked point of control. What is it, a weekly? Is it a daily horizontal? Daily horizontal, right? So sitting here between about 104,687 and 105,883. This is another kind of additional level of resistance that we can look at. However, once we get above this volume profile, if we're not seeing bearish confirmations up here, I could potentially be looking for new all-time highs. Now, once we get up here, guys, I am likely going to switch my context from looking at the overall range, still understanding that it's there, right? Like, obviously, we would say, hey, we're deviating above our volume profile. But at that point, we could turn off our main range and then pull up our local range from up here. And we can use this as our kind of context once we get above about 101.5K. Once we get above here, we can look at this local range as context. And then this is probably what I'll be looking at to find those next trades if we do come back up into these levels, right? But until then, right, this is just still the large levels that we're looking at. Now, if we take these off the chart, I'm going to go a little bit lower time frame and talk about some of those levels we were looking at yesterday. Obviously, you guys know I was showing a long position that I was sitting in with the premium Discord as a the setup in the premium Discord here as a volume profile trade as we came down to that value area low, as you guys know. Now, granted, this is not the most high probability kind of range. As you guys know, like, I think the 6 words or so that I've said all week is like, hey guys, waiting for the bigger break up or the bigger breakdown inside this area is pretty low probability trading. Like, I think I'm like sick of saying that, but it's just the situation that we're in. So we looked for that long position. We did wind up taking that, and I was showing that last night on the live stream, and unfortunately, guys, I don't know what happened. I was in that trade last night. I had my stop loss at break even, but before I went to bed, I actually moved my stop loss down a little bit because I'm actually, believe it or not, on like a 10 out of 10 losing streak, or not losing streak, but the last 10 times that I've gone to bed and moved my stop loss to break even, price has come down, stopped me out at break even, and then just sent itself in the direction I wanted it to go. So before I went to bed last night, I moved my stop loss down a little bit. I don't know what happened. The stop loss didn't update, and it was just at break even, so I literally got stopped out like, I'll be honest, like my entry was at like 96,176, and it must have come down on my exchange down to that level because on this dip to the downside, I did earlier today get stopped out at break even before it ripped up to that next level. But we did get that move up to the POC, and shout out to the premium Discord. We had a couple people in the premium live stream today saying they were able to take that, and they were able to take profits up here. I think they said at 98.3, I believe is where they took profits. So shout out to CH. I think that was who was saying that. But yeah, we were looking yesterday on the live stream as we were getting this bounce to the upside. There were some things that we were looking at to see if we could get the continuation up. You guys know that local level of resistance we were looking at was very simply put, where is it? We were looking at our anchored VWAP. Let me pull that real quick. We were looking at our anchored VWAP from the high here, right, coming on right down there. And we had this kind of confluent area of resistance. We had the POC, the daily, and we also had our macro POC as well. If I turn on the macro range real quick, you could see that we also had the macro POC sitting right on that daily. So we were looking for price to creep its way up here. I even kind of hung out. I kind of even hung out for a little bit to see if we could get that to happen live. And, of course, where did we stop the live stream? Well, I guess, yeah, it took a little while. But we did creep up towards that POC, and then we wound up coming up there earlier today. Broke above that POC. This was looking pretty nice, guys. And we were looking for that shot up to the value area high, and then we just got dunked back down once again below that POC, and then we are now losing that daily. We're back below that anchored VWAP. So at the end of the day, we did wind up getting that scalp long to play out to TP1 and almost made it to TP2, or the final TP technically in the original context of that scalp position. But we wound up getting back down below that POC. So, you know, if we could eventually get our way back above this POC, and I'm going to talk about the signs that I'm looking at on the higher time frames, guys, that could potentially indicate a push to the upside here. Obviously, being very cautious with the way that the higher time frame money flow looks, but we do have some like more local signals that could be indicating that we could get a continuation up. But again, we did wind up losing the POC again, so that's not a great sign. So I was feeling a little bit better during the premium live stream today until we lost this. But yeah, that's, you know, simple local levels. If you're looking for scalps, guys, this is the range that I'm looking at. If we make it up to the value area highs, is obviously going to be a key level of resistance. And yeah, I mean, the value area high is sitting at about 99,287. POC is sitting here. I'll look at this as a range, right? POC and daily between about 97,800 and 97,338. So that is really $97,800 is really the level that you want to get back above if you want to see that $99,500 to $100,000 level come in at our next key level of resistance. Must get above here in order to very likely send it up to this next level. And again, I'm going to take a look at Market Cypher B and show you guys what I'm looking at to potentially anticipate that. But as of right now, guys, we got that rejection, and like even this, I'll be honest, right? Like not only did we get a drop down below the POC in the daily, we also actually just bearishly retested this anchored VWAP. So this might give us a move down. But again, I'm going to try to give you guys some kind of bullish case here. But yeah, just once again, guys, just rejected at that same exact level. This is absolutely brutal, super low probability range. But I will just show you a little bonus volume profile that I'm looking at here, guys. Now, this profile that I'm looking at is pulled pretty much from the low here all the way to our current price action almost. But another range that you could potentially look at is if you pull it from your high here. If you pull it from the high from, what is this, from the third, and then pull it to your current price action, you can see this is somewhat respected, right? You can see you actually went from the low to the POC, flipped the POC, went to the high, back to the low, deviation, back to the POC, front ran the high, so it's still not that high probability in my opinion. You come back down to the low, get back above the POC, and shoot up to that high. So that's another range you could look at. I am personally looking at it pulled from this high or even down to this low, right? So that's kind of the two major profiles that I'm looking at. But other than that, guys, if you are new to trading, I wouldn't even recommend trying to scalp this range. Very, very low probability. But I want to take a look at Market Cypher B real quick. All these levels remain the same from what we've been looking at pretty much for the past few streams here. Let me actually extend this to my current price action. Does this? Yeah, barely moves your levels. So I'm going to go ahead and hide the local levels here, guys. And I want to talk about, let me go ahead and get rid of this, and I'll hide the dailies as well. And I want to talk about the Market Cypher B. Now, we are seeing, again, I don't really love this daily candle. If this daily candle closes like this, it's not, in my opinion, the best daily candle. So, again, my overall bias here, guys, is pretty much the same as it's been. Looking at the major range, based off our money flow being in the red here. Yeah, I guess we do kind of have mixed signals, right? Daily money flow being in the red here. You have to be careful of continuations down to the value area low, which is pretty much for the bigger trades why I'm waiting for these higher levels or lower levels or higher, these more major levels, I should say, at the value area higher, value area low, because that is where the higher probability trades are going to be sitting. But at the end of the day here, if I had to make a case to get back above this POC and get a move back to the high, we do have something printing. We have the 2-day, which now is gone, right? So again, when it comes to these signals, guys, we need to print and confirm these. And the fact that we're not printing this anymore is kind of annoying. But earlier today, we had the green dot printing on the 2-day with our 3 and 4 hour money flows trying to cross back over into the green. This is actually a less talked about Market Cypher B 116 strategy, looking for that 2-day green dot and looking for that 3 and 4 and potentially even 5 hour money flow to cross over into the green. Now, the reason I am going to be a little bit cautious with this, because as we were seeing this print earlier today with our 3 and 4 hour money flows crossing over into the green, this was looking a little bit better for a potential like push up, right? We could have just seen a move up. But now that we're seeing that 2-day green dot, not printing anymore. We also have some bearish divergences here on the 3 hour and a potential 4 hour bearish divergence and the SFP of these equal highs and the loss of that POC. With all the VWAPs coming down, we have an incoming 4 hour red dot. We have a 3 hour red dot printing. We have a 5 hour red dot incoming. Money flow also, still heading in the right direction technically here. So maybe we do just kind of see a little bit more chop here, which would very much be expected in a garbage range like this. You just kind of wiggle around a little bit more. Finally, the money flow crosses over into the green. But one of the things I'm going to be looking at, something simple that you guys can watch for, 2-day green dot and your 3, 4, and 5 hour money flow crossovers into the green. Now, in the short term, again, I would not be surprised if we see a little turbulence with the 3 hour red dot, 4 hour red dot. Remember, the red and green dots indicate the noise in the market, which is really hard to kind of describe inside this range. But generally, the red and green dots, even in a trend, would indicate the ebbs and flows. So you'd have like a green dot, a red dot, a green dot, a red dot, a green dot, a red dot, a green dot. And then the money flow is what indicates the overall trend. Right? This is like a very simple way that I like to break down it's a very simple way that I like to break down market cipher. And again, as you see that 4 and 5 hour money flow crossing over into the green, maybe that red dot gives you a little bit more of a pullback. But then once you get the next green dot, that money flow continues into the green. Maybe the trend can continue to the upside. I would not put a very significant high probability on this being the case. Like I said, guys, we are in a low probability zone. I think I've said it 100 times this week. Very, very low probability area to look for trades, right? Like, I mean, doesn't mean that you can't find the trades. Like in the premium Discord, we caught that nice long position from the value area low, and we did get that nice rip to the upside. Shout out to the premium Discord. But again, it's still technically only hit TP1, and it's still in play here, right? If I pull up that position, it's still technically in play. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Did I delete it? The heck is going on here? But yeah, it was pretty much oh no, it's in the local folder here. So yeah, that position is still technically in play, right? So if you got in towards the low at least, you're still in the trade. You're just hoping that you could continue up, hoping that 5 and 4 hour red dot doesn't continue down here a little bit. But at this point, right, technically, we are pretty much. We did technically front run that value area high. So hopefully we could stay above that POC and continue our move up. But again, I would be careful here with the 4 hour red dot about to print, and especially the 5 hour red dot about to print as well. But technically this medium time frame money flow, guys, I will say the reason today why I'm not necessarily as like super bearish, or I don't want to say I've been super bearish, but it's really just the daily money flow that's been making me a little sketched out. But I will say that's the bull case, right? Watch this money flow. This money flow is coming up on the 4 hour. This indicates the trend. So these little ebbs and flows to the downside are not impossible to see. So maybe you get a little turbulence down, and you can hopefully hold above that POC, get above the and actually, I like that this is, I'm going to move this POC, right? Because I moved this range to the current price action, which lowered the POC, which is actually pretty nice. So I'll say this. Let me give you some local levels here. Yeah, I would just say you really want to hold above this POC, right? So maybe that 4 hour red dot, that 5 hour red dot gives you a little bit of wiggle to the downside before continuing up to your value area high. Technically, this is still intact, right? You hit the low, you go to the POC, right? And now you're just kind of bing-bonging around. You have to remember that the volume profiles is going to be a journey, right? It's not always that you're going to bounce off that value area high and shoot right up towards or bounce off the value area low, flip the POC, and go right up to the high. So take that for what it's worth. Hopefully we can hold this and just continue our journey up here. But again, those simple signals here, easy things to follow. 2-day green dot printing, 4, 5 hour money flow crossing over into the green, 3 hour as well, right? So we're just watching for that to happen. But again, we got to get that 2-day green dot to print again. So that's what I'm looking at. We'll watch that 4 hour and that 5 hour because the 5 hour is not technically in the green yet. So I would expect some kind of turbulence, maybe a little bit of a bumpy road here. But if you can get that money flow to cross over into the green, that's your best bet to coming up to the value area high, 786, and potentially targeting the macro value area high, sitting closer up here at about 103K. That's the bullish scenario. The bearish scenario is pretty much that you're just going to continue to either bing-bong around here, and I wouldn't say that's a bearish scenario. It's kind of just a neutral scenario, but I call it bearish because that is not what I want, so I consider that bad. But if we do continue down, the bearish case here is that, your high time frame money flows coming out, VWAPs are coming down, and at that point, right, the bearish scenario is that the 4 hour money flow is just faking out into the green here. I'll be honest. We spent a decent amount in the red here. All throughout this trend sideways, guys. We have had this money flow in the red, and prices just held above this golden pocket value area low / anchored VWAP, right? This is a major, major anchored VWAP. And let's not forget that we've been talking about how obviously Bitcoin is still in a bull market. I know the alts are getting crushed, but there is literally zero argument here that this is bullish market structure and Bitcoin is in a bull run, right? We are technically at this moment, if we can hold these local levels, we are still holding higher lows on our chart here, right? So for the bullish case, I will say, right, like it's really just the high time frame money flow that's coming out into the red that makes me feel a little sketched out. But this 4 hour, I would still say, right, like big red money flow wave as you're hitting support, not breaking down, starting to get the crossovers back into the green. If that green dot prints again and this money flow continues up, I think that's a pretty good argument that you're going to continue to the upside. Clear clear invalidation. Once you start breaking down and this money flow comes back into the red on the 4 hour and you wind up seeing the loss of not the value area low, but really the golden pocket, right? If I pull from let me pull some fibs here. Bada boom, bada bing. Right? If we start losing this golden pocket, 786 is extremely likely. We also have a lot of liquidity sitting down here, right? Sitting at about 93.5. So if we come down here, lose this golden pocket, I would expect the 786. This is a level that we will be looking for trades in the premium Discord for. But again, this is not a very confluent zone. So just know if we do break that golden pocket, 786 is very likely. But at that point, this money flow is probably faking out into the red. In my opinion, you're getting very, very close to just shooting down towards that value area low. So if we lose that golden pocket, 95.350, or I should say 95K basically. 786 is your last ditch effort at 93.5, and then once you lose that, value area low. For me personally, now that I'm not in this long position anymore, I'm just going to hold my short, sit on my hands over the weekend, and see what we get. And I am only going to really be looking for trades if we get the bigger move down to the value area low or the bigger move up to the value area high. So right now, I'm chilling. I mean, I could show this trade for the 17th time in a row. Let's see here. It's just bing-bonging around short over on Blowfin, 1,700 unrealized. We got 600 realized. So, yeah, just sitting in this in case we do get that move to the value area low. Stop loss is sitting in profit here. So if we get the move up, would have been nice if I was still in that long position. But I just get stopped out in profit on the short, make some money, and then we will go ahead and just start looking for shorts again at the highs. And just wait for that next position. But to be quite honest with you guys, I should have taken a vacation because this is some price action that does not necessarily need to be covered. This is just absolutely just janked out price action. So in general, hopefully, 4-hour money flow looks bullish. 5-hour money flow looks pretty bullish. With the VWAPs coming down, I would not be surprised if you get a little bit more turbulence. So the hope would be to get a little turbulence, get it back above, and shoot up towards the highs. This is what I'm looking for. We need the 2-day green dot to see that, though. So that's what I look at. 2-day, 3, 4, 5-hour green money flow crossovers into the green. If we lose the golden pocket, that's where I'd be looking pretty much. You have the 786 there, but that's kind of where I'd be looking for the more of the bearish case to play out. And then I am only reacting once we get down here or up here. Maybe I'll take a degenerate scalp if I have a boring weekend or something. I actually probably be hanging out with Mrs. Candles a lot this weekend. But, yeah, if we did get some kind of confirmation to take a long there, maybe I'd re-enter into a scalp long in anticipation of, hopefully getting the big move up. But very likely, the way things have been going, maybe just come up and get slammed back down. Just garbage price action, guys, to be quite honest with you. The monthly looks bullish, Frankie. Shout out to Jesse. Says the monthly looks bullish here. I mean, I would say this. I mean, the monthly, all I could see on this monthly is the red dot and the bearish divergence. Now, again, you guys know where I stand on this monthly bear div. Could it mark the top of the bull market? Well, technically, it did back here. Higher highs on your price, lower highs on your momentum waves. Not the, that's obviously going to be a little bit more of a bearish situation. That called the top. But again, I don't know if we're necessarily in that same situation. I've talked about this many times. It's not as strong as a bullish it's not as strong of a bullish divergence. Sure, you have your higher highs. These lower highs are not that aggressive. That could mean something, right? But that red dot, again, could potentially just give you a little bit more of a pull to the downside. But again, you guys know where I stand. I don't think that $110,000 is the top. That's just where I stand. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. We're right a lot. We're right way more than we're wrong. But that's just where I stand personally right now. I know, and I see a lot of people giving up on alt season. Alt season's never coming. People giving up on just crypto in general. I've seen people around the internet saying, I'm out. I'm done. I sold all my crypto. I'm done with this garbage. You guys have fun. That's usually a pretty decent sign. Now, it doesn't mean you can't continue down a little bit, but that is typically a pretty good macro sign that the bottom is either in or close, right? And hopefully that final bottom doesn't have to come in at 80K. We all know that bearish situation. I'm not going to go over that again just because we've covered it 11 times. And I know a lot of people in the chat are probably like, we don't need to see the bearish case again, Frankie. Let's see. So, yeah, we'll see if that money flow could come up. I will say this, guys. Like, I've felt better today about a move to the upside than I have felt in a while. Right? It's not just that I feel that way. It's really this medium time frame money flow coming up, right? Medium time frame money flow coming up with that 2-day green dot. That is the bullish case. Hopefully that can send us to the upside. I'm not surprised at this turbulence with these red dots incoming. That's to be expected, right? So if I had to guess, as long as we can get that green dot on the 2-day to come back up and this money flow continues, I'd be looking for a move to the upside. Unfortunately, I got stopped out of that position, so I won't be in on it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's time for the crypto space to grow up and start buying real assets. Shout out to taking care of business. Yeah, I'm about to start trading stocks. Let's see. All right, let's see. Shout out to Aldo said, do you trade spot right now at the moment on that trade or futures? This is this is futures. This is a leverage trade. So yeah, all my spot positions, my spot bags are long term, right? So I buy my spot bags and I hold them for the long term. I don't day trade my spot bags. I day trade on leverage. And then I use that as my earned income, and I take the profit, and I will oftentimes, not always, I will oftentimes roll that back into my long term spot bags. So there you go. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, take care of business said, I mean the real crypto assets. Yeah, because everybody's just buying Solana meme coins. Yeah, I actually talked about that last night. I really do think the meme coins really did disrupt. I mean, here's the other thing, right? Like, until we see a massive drop in Bitcoin dominance, like, this is the other thing too, right? People come into crypto and they a lot of them just flock to the altcoins, right? Because they think that's what's going to get them rich overnight. And the thing is, right, we have not seen a massive drop in the Bitcoin dominance yet, right? If we had seen like a massive drop in the Bitcoin dominance and all the meme coins were going flying and none of the utility coins pumped, that would be extremely alarming to me, right? So, but we have not really gotten a drop on Bitcoin dominance yet. We had this little drop from up here, and that's where we saw that little like mini altcoin season. It's where all the influencers screaming, alt season's here, oh my God. And, you know, but you guys know where I stand on that, right? Like, this was somewhat of a mini alt season in my own personal opinion. I was not looking at this as a major alt season. I mean, it could have turned into one, right? But at that point, you know, it wasn't necessarily alt season just yet, in my opinion. But, you know, if you want to know what to look for on Bitcoin dominance, I would like to see daily and weekly candle closures below this value area low / golden pocket at about 60.9%. Right, or 60, and then right down here at about 60.38%. So we can get some weekly and daily candle closures down here. Another big thing I will be looking at on Market Cipher B is the daily money flow crossover into the red. Once we get that daily money flow crossover into the red, in my opinion, that would be somewhat of a signal to see if we can get a bigger drop down on the Bitcoin dominance. So that's what I would really be looking for as far as the altcoins go. And, you know, as for Bitcoin right now, hopefully we could just get above this level, get the money flow to come into the green. I'll just say that, like, again, I've been pretty, like, I've been leaning a little bit more bearish recently, and I will say, like, I would say neutral bearish, and I'm switching that sentiment to somewhat neutral but cautiously optimistic, right? Like, definitely not just like gung-ho, we're going to the moon, but if we can get that 2-day green dot and get this money flow on the 4 and 5 hour to come back into the green, I would look for a flip of that POC and a move up into about $102,000 and $103,000. And again, lose that golden pocket. Hopefully you could hold the 786, but if not, waiting for that bigger level down here. And that's about it, guys. That is pretty much the only thing that I would be looking at on Bitcoin. Got that nice little scalp long that I got stopped out of in the premium Discord. Other than that, this is just garbage. Another thing I was looking at with the premium earlier today is this does look somewhat like a rounded bottom. And this just does make somewhat a logical sense, right? Because if you were looking for a higher low to come in, I will say this, right? Where are you looking for your higher low to come in at? You're going to be looking between the golden pocket and the 786 Fibonacci retracement. You come up, wiggle your way down, and then this is where you would hope that you can hold that higher low to continue that move to the upside. But if we can't hold that golden pocket and the 786 doesn't hold, which again has no confluence here, so I wouldn't even really be looking at that as a super key level. It's just technically based off the Fibonacci retracement, the last opportunity to potentially put in a higher low. But once you start losing this fib zone, this is the next key level. So there you go. Hopefully, come on, cross your fingers, baby. Let's look for $102,000. Maybe over the weekend, maybe going into next week, and then hopefully we don't have to look down towards 91K. So there you go. Let's see. Let's see, DMB Smurf said, Frankie, bear divs should not be mentioned. Maybe they won't appear anymore. Yeah, maybe we stop talking about them. They won't pop up. Shout out to DMB Smurf. Hopefully. Adam and Eve Double Bottom. Shout out to 9 to 5 and Crypto Content. Shout out to 9 to 5. What is going on, bro? I haven't seen you here in a while, I don't think. Shout out to you. Welcome in. Could be wrong, but I see that across the board on a lot of alts too. Yeah, well, here's the thing, right? It's really funny, right? This is why I never really, like, obviously, I teach my TA here every day for free. We teach a lot of the strategies as well. But this is why I never really I never really shove my stuff down people's throats, right? Because we're all looking at the same information. So whether you're looking at a double bottom or an Adam and Eve, or you're looking for Fibonacci retracements or fair value gaps or money flow or market cipher B, typically a lot of these things point in the right direction. And that's pretty much what you want to do. And I do see what you're saying, right? I guess it's, what is the sharp one? Is it Adam, Eve? So yeah, you could see that, right? Like this is never something that I trade based off of, right? Like I would never see this as like an Adam and Eve, like enter along because of that and then see price go up. But seeing that form alongside other confirmations could be a pretty decent sign. And I think, does anybody know? I always forget. I think Adam, it's Adam and Eve. I believe. So yeah, I do somewhat see that. I do somewhat see that as well. And really what I would kind of replace that with in my TA would be the 4 and 5 hour money flow coming up, right? Again, this would indicate the direction, keep that continuation into the green. We would anticipate our trend to continue to the upside. And you could also incorporate the Adam and Eve, or maybe if you're looking at, yeah, I would think this is probably what you're looking at. Shout out to 9to5 Crypto. Let me know in the chat if that's what you're looking at. But yeah, you could add that Adam and Eve, maybe just a rounded bottom. There's a million ways you can look at it, maybe a double bottom. I just don't really look at, here's the thing, like, not even with just patterns, but like things with like double bottoms and double tops and stuff. It's like there's so many times where price will tap a level 2 times and it's not a double top, or it's not and then if it's not a double top, it could be a triple top, and if it's not a triple top, so it's just like, again, not something I would trade based off of, but something I would definitely keep in mind, right? Like you look at this, be like, hey, a lot of things pointing potentially if that money flow can continue up to the upside, and we have an Adam and Eve, that all kind of lines up. So that's kind of nice to see. So yeah, you could use that as confluent. Yeah, what you said is what I see. Yeah, I would say, I would see that as well. I mean, not something I was actually looking at beforehand, but I totally see it. I would justify that as an Adam and Eve. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And especially with that money flow coming up, get back above that POC. Let's send her back up to $102,000. I would absolutely love that. That would be nice. That would be nice to see. Again, I don't even care if we come down. I would like a move in any direction. But I would just be careful as of right now with these VWAPs coming down. You could get a little bit more turbulence. In which case, let me see something here. Yeah, I mean, maybe you could flip it. Maybe these VWAPs fake out, but I would just be careful because if you get these red dots, you're probably going to continue down a little bit, get a little bit of noise. But again, that money flow, it sometimes takes a little time to develop. So even if you bing bong around here, hopefully you can just eventually flip it, right? I'm sure there's someone out there. Nah, maybe not. That's not really head and shouldery. But yeah, maybe you kind of bing bong around, flip that POC, send her to 102K. I do feel cautiously optimistic for this to be the case. Until we lose that golden pocket, I would be looking for that to be the case with slight turbulence, right? But we'll see what happens over the weekend. Hopefully, we get some fireworks, so we can have something to talk about on next week's live streams. Shout out to Nightbot putting a in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Nightbot. How is that possible? Tony D just let's go. Let's see. Shout out to Dave Digital said. Happy birthday, Rob. Hey, shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob, guys. I actually said happy birthday to Rob as a joke yesterday, and it was actually his birthday. We know he has a birthday every single day, but yesterday was his legitimate Earth birthday. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. I hope you had an awesome day, bro. I hope you had an awesome day. Let's see. You guys are crazy. Let's see. It's Adam and Steve now. Get with the program. Shout out to Kate Diggity. That's right. Now pump the market on command. Shout out to Cryptic Crab Man. Let's see. Oh God, what is Dave doing? Dave's wild. Oh no. At Dave Digital, the command fart has been added successfully. No way. Isn't your birthday in April? I don't know. I feel like Rob's birthday passed recently, but again, he does have a birthday every day, so it is hard to know. Can we look at H-Bar? Shout out to Gencho. I don't know how to say your name. I apologize, but yes, we could take a look at H-Bar. Yo, you guys are wild. So we have a fart command. Is that true? Is that possible? Dave is misbehaving. Shout out to Dave Digital. It would not be a Frankie Candles live stream if Dave was not misbehaving. Shout out to Dave Digital. But all right, let's continue on. Somebody said Doge 3-day green dot. So yeah, I will say that as well, guys. Another thing to look at here is going to be oh my God, no way. Is this real? How come I can't do it? Oh, there we go. Let's go. That's fire. That's fire. Yo, Tony D said, happy birthday, Rob. Bro, sorry I'm a garbage human being and forgot. Shout out to Tony D. Unbelievable, Tony. Billy's birthday's in April. Hey, me and Billy. Couple April babies. Let's go. But anyway, yo, Pennywise says command H bar. All right, so we'll take a look. I will also take a look at Ethereum, guys, real quick. I looked at this yesterday. Where I pulled up that new kind of context that I'm looking at through that May 2022 range. So again, I will say this, that 2-day green dot and 3-day green dot, which, by the way, 3-day green dot printing on Ethereum with the 4 and 5 hour money flow crossovers into the green. I would probably watch the 5 hour. Again, you have your VWAPs coming down, so a little bit of noise is not to be, shocking is to be expected, I should say. But if you could get this turbulence, see what that red dot can do, and if this money flow continues up on the 5 hour with our 3-day green dot, I do think as well on Ethereum could be optimistic here, looking for that continuation up into first this golden pocket daily naked point of control confluence sitting between $29.34 and about $3,000, and then once you get above that golden pocket, looking to come into the 786 value area high POC sitting right here between 31.84 and 31.07. So I really like that, and to be honest, again, I feel much more optimistic today than I have in the recent past because of these high time frame signals. So send this thing to 102K and send Ethereum to 3K and beyond. Please, for the love of God. And if it dumps down, key levels of support remain the same. Value area low sitting at 25.08. And then if we pull up our lower range real quick, if we come down and we come back into this range, we can look down towards about $2,400 for our next key level of support. But other than that, I'm really looking at Ethereum in terms of this May value area. Hopefully we can get that push up. Watch, again, 2-day green dot has been confirmed here on Ethereum. Didn't really give us much, which is kind of sketchy. And then the 3-day green dot is now printing. So let's hope that 5-day money flow can send us to the upside. You heard it here first. 5-day money, 5-hour money flow crossover into the green is your best bet to get that continuation up into our next key levels on Ethereum. Let's see. Shout out to Vitality said, Frankie, total 3, gap and rejection down. Be precise, please. Total 3 gap and rejection down. Not 100% sure exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I would say total 3 has the money flow crossover into the green on the 5 hour as well. Again, we have to see what the 4 and the 5 hour red dots give us. Again, could give you some turbulence. That turbulence could get ugly, right? But as long as it is just turbulence, you can get this VWAP to print the red dot and cross back into over the 0 line, give you another green dot. Money flow comes back up. Could just be a little turbulence before continue that trend to the upside. And again, not like mega bullish, like, oh my God, we're going into alt season necessarily. But, I mean, this money flow on the medium time frames is headed in the right direction. 4-hour money flow in the green as well. 8-hour money flow curving up pretty nicely. Doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look that bad for at least some kind of a move up. Again, is this going to send ETH into all-time highs? We still have to be careful. ETH has a lot of work to do in order to break into all-time highs. Like, even if we come up to this value area high, we have a ton, and I mean a ton, of resistance above us. Just to show you all that resistance up here, above this value area, there is a ton of a resistance, right? So even if it's just a little move up, and again, we have to be careful with this 2-day money flow. Hopefully we could see it fake out into the green, but we cannot go off of that, right? We have to go with the TA until proven otherwise, and this is definitely trending to the downside, so we do have to be careful in the long term, right? This is going to feel super bullish if we get it, right? But we do have to be careful of lower highs to come in and continuations down based off this 2-day money flow. So maybe it's a little move up, and then we can reassess the situation when we get up here. Maybe the money flow fakes back out into the green. But if not, could be looking for lower highs and lower lows. But locally, with that medium time frames, it doesn't look bad if we can get that 3-day green dot on Ethereum and the 2-day green dot on Bitcoin to print again and confirm with the money flows coming up on the time frames we just looked at. 4, 5 hour, that's where I could see a potential local continuation to the upside. So there we go. Let's see. Nightbot wishing happy birthdays now. Shout out to Jedi Skirk. Apparently, we got Nightbot learning some new tricks. Apparently, that's apparently. Let's see. Shout out to Crypto Max. He said bullish divergence on the 1 minute. We pumping, baby. Let's go. Adam is the sharp one. Eve is the rounded one. Yeah. Shout out to Master Jan. Let's see. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at on Ethereum. Kind of very similar to Bitcoin, right? Like the same kind of bullish signals on Market Cypher B are printing not only on Ethereum, but I mean, if we take a look at HBAR, also printing on a lot of these other altcoins as well, right? 2-day green dot printing. 4-hour money flow looking to cross over into the green. 3 hour is the real 1/16 strategy for the 2-day. It's 2-day, 3 hour. But again, the sister time frames to the 3 hour are going to be able to give you a little bit of guidance as well. So 3-hour money flow crossover into the green. Was that the sign that you might be able to continue your trend to the upside? In which case, I would be looking on HBAR, almost the same exact situation as Ethereum, right? You have the golden pocket sitting just above you. This is and also confluent with the value area low. So if HBAR does wind up getting the move up also, maybe a little bit of a rounded bottom here. Not the worst look ever, in my opinion, right? I actually did this on the premium live stream, right? If you pull this, and again, this isn't necessarily something I would trade based off of, similar to patterns, right? Like I would just kind of look at this as like just some kind of a confluence or just like an extra thing to look at. But it does look somewhat, rounded bottomy. Which is interesting, right? You just kind of have that nice rounded bottom. These structures do oftentimes look to continue to the upside. Money flow is pointing in that direction. Like this is something that we have not had over the past few weeks, right, or past couple weeks. As we're coming down here, we are holding the golden pocket, and we are now starting to see the money flow continue up. So I will say it again, right? Like this is the best opportunity we have to get the move to the upside. Better chance than any, right? And then 3-day. Green dot, VWAP coming up, also looking to print that green dot, money flow in the green. So once that 3-day green dot prints, we could also look for that 5-hour money flow crossover. So we just have things trending in the right direction. 3-hour money flow coming up, 4-hour money flow coming up, 5-hour money flow coming up. With those VWAPs coming down, maybe you get a little turbulence, but I would potentially look for that continuation up, targeting the value area low golden pocket confluence. If we break down, lose the golden pocket, look to come to the 786 at about 20 cents, lose that, probably getting the bigger drop to the downside. To be honest, that drop could potentially get somewhat ugly, but we'll see. We hold above this golden pocket, like this could be nice. So there you go. We also have macro fibs here. If we pull a one of our higher time frame retracements here from this low to the high. I'll just kind of rough this out. You can see we came down on that big dump to the downside to tap this macro 786. This would be an area to look to potentially buy the dip or look for a higher low to come in before continuing to the upside. You might be saying to yourself, Frankie, this thing's down so much. How is that a higher low? You got to zoom out a little bit, right? So you have your low, your high, your higher low, your higher high. That'd be the major structure. So there you go. That's what I'd be looking at on HBAR. Very simple. So major resistance up here. And then if you get back into this range, just watch that 786 PLC. Once you flip that, look to go to the value area high. And then hopefully you could break out into these Fibonacci extension zones. That's the bullish case. Lose the 786, probably going to get a much bigger drop to the downside. So there we go. It's Adam and they. No more Adam and Steve or Adam and Eve. Got to represent all genders. Shout out to Crypto Maxi. Let's go. Let's see. I'm tired today. I want to go home. Shout out to Gen Z. Me too, bro. Me too. Let's see. Captain. Hey, shout out to Captain Kirk. Welcome in. Said, well, if it makes you feel better or gel better, doesn't work for me either. Shout out to Captain Kirk. How does the happy birthday? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Happy Valentine's Day, Captain Kirk. Welcome in. Shout out to Jen Friend. Said, big up Frankie the man. Just came to say hello and smash that like button, brother. Shout out to Jen Friend. I appreciate you, bro. Smash that like button if you guys have not already. Yeah. Let's see. I'll take a couple. Take a look at a couple other altcoins. But to be honest, guys, a lot of this stuff is going to look the same, especially on Market Cypher. You kind of have that same strategy playing out, right? Or looking to print. We just got to maybe hold on for a little bit of turbulence for these little 4 and 5 hour red dots. But if we take someone wanted to see helium. Let's take a look at HNT real quick. But again, right, like looking at your 5 hour money flow crossing over into the green with your 2-day. Interesting. You have a 2-day bull div here with money flow trying to come back up. 3-day green dots are confirmed. 4-day green dot printing. Wow, this is ahead of its time. See that weekly green dot. So on HNT, I would look for really the weekly green dot with your 2-day money flow crossover into the green. That would be the bigger signal there because this 2-day green dot's already been confirmed a lot for a while. Yeah, your 3-hour money flow's been in the green kind of coming out. So this does look a little bit different, but hopefully you can print this green dot. I mean, hopefully this weekend. Hopefully on Sunday you could print that green dot on the weekly. Money flow in the red. Hopefully you could just get that green dot. This thing shoots up, comes back into the green. I mean, really hard to say. This is kind of like a garbage point in the market here where things have like really gotten the drops down. I don't think that this is really going to be the top signal weekly money flow crossover on the alts, but we are getting it. So it is on the chart. 6-day green dot printing. So, yeah, I mean, your money flow is all trying to come up here on these medium and higher hourly time frames. Even your 8-hour money flow looking to cross over into the green, 10-hour money flow looking to cross over into the green. So, you know, once these red dots play out, we get this higher time frame money flow, hopefully. I mean, you also do have pretty significant bullish divergences here, right? Like you have your daily bullish divergences, lower lows, higher lows, right? And, yeah, I mean, that could, money flow is kind of coming out locally here, but if this money flow can work itself up, could be a nice bottom signal for a move to the upside. So watch for that weekly green dot. And if I pull this kind of overall volume profile, you kind of have it's kind of similar to what happened back here, right? It kind of looks very similar. You had some bullish divergences on the daily, higher lows, money flow. It is technically coming out locally here, but hopefully, you know, if you come on down here, 12-hour money flow coming into the green, that's likely, if this is going to cross into the green, that's likely to leak up in here into the daily. So if you see that 12-hour money flow crossover, 16-hour money flow crossover, with that daily money flow starting to come back up, I mean, technically, if I were looking at this in terms of a volume profile, right, you are looking at this as your volume profile. Where are we at? Right here. Look for that oversold situation, right? This is where you're looking for longs. This is where you're looking for shorts. This is where you're looking for shorts. So this is technically an area where you would be looking for longs. And we are starting to put some higher time frame bullish divergences in and potentially starting to see the money flow come back up on these higher hourlies. So hopefully this is a good sign for some of the altcoins. And most of them have the original setup I was just talking about with the 2-day green dot and the 3, 4, and 5-hour money flow crossing over into the green. Yeah, you see 16-hour money flow crosses into the green. That's where your real big move up started. We are getting very, very close to that. Very similar situations here. Very, very similar situations. I don't think the bars, it's definitely looking different structure-wise, but maybe. Hopefully you don't have to come all the way back down there, but hopefully you can get back up there. But yeah, that's what I'd be looking at. Value area low sitting at $4.63. That would be your major level to get above. And this is definitely going to be your doorway to higher prices. Right? So I would definitely be looking at that. Your doorway, value area low, doorway to higher prices. If you are able to get the move up here, flip this to support. That's where you can start your journey up to the POC. Flip that POC. Look to come up to the value area high. Bada boom. Right? Value area high sitting right up here. So that is what I would be looking at in the long term for HNT or Helium. So there you go. Let's see. Yo, shout out to Pennywise said command dubstep. That'd be fire. I wish it would start playing dubstep right now. Big fan of dubstep, by the way. Been a big fan of dubstep since basically its creation. Shout out to all the bass heads out there. All right, let's see. Dave is just adding commands. Shout out. I didn't know they could do that. You could just add commands in the chat. That's kind of fire. Can we look at TARS AI? Yeah, we can take a look at TARS. No problemo. And we are going to start the giveaways soon here, guys. I do want to try to end a little bit early today. I do have somewhere to be with Mrs. Candles. Shout out to Mrs. Candles, by the way. She wanted to say hi to you guys for Valentine's Day. Hang on one second. She's on the floor, guys. Hang on one sec. She just likes to lay on the floor while I stream. All right. Come on, Mrs. Candles. Oh, Mrs. Candles. Oh, my God. You don't have to throw it at me, Mrs. Candles. Good Lord. Say hi to everybody, Mrs. Candles. She's nice and inflated today, guys, and she's got the CandleMafia merch on. And she just gave me A Valentine's Day gift. Look at this, guys. She gave me some candy. Let's go. Let's take a look at TARS, and I'm going to eat some of this, guys. I'm not going to lie. This is a rare occurrence of Frankie Candles eating on stream. So it only happened one other time when I was eating burrito. Shout out to Mrs. Mrs. K. You know me too well, Mrs. K. Come on. She got me she's got me Starburst, the Sweet Tarts ropes. This is low-key the best candy out there. And she even got me some Twizzlers nibs. Let's go. This is fire. Thank you, Mrs. Candles. I love you. All right. Let's continue on here. Maybe we'll give some of this away. We'll give away a Sweet Tarts rope. All right. Let's continue on here. Let's see. Bull run confirmed, baby. Shout out to Banana Republic. Let's get it. All right. Let's take a look at TARS here. Shout out to Chew in your ear here. Shout out to the Rodriguez. Theo Rodriguez in the chat. What is going on, bro? So, yeah, for TARS, still sitting in the same situation as yesterday, right? Coming down to this major anchored VWAP. This is pulled from the low here. Holding the major anchored VWAP, holding the major 786. You would hope that TARS can hold this higher low. You would hope that TARS could hold this higher low before shooting off into your next major level of resistance, which is going to be sitting here between the value area low, golden pocket, weekly naked point of control, 786 retracement. That's kind of a big zone of resistance, but it is sitting between 26 cents and 30 cents, right? So if we do get the bigger move up, this is going to be your next big area to look at, right? Because if we pull up market cipher B, go ahead and hide this. Let's see if we got the same signals here on TARS. A little bit different looking, right? Money flow not coming up as cleanly on the 12-hour. Yeah, daily money flow still kind of deep here. VWAP above the 0 line. 2-day green dot confirmed. 3-day green dot is about to print. So you do technically have those next signals here. So I would, again, watch that 3-day green dot with this 5-hour money flow crossover into the green. Could get turbulence leading up to that moment. But once that money flow crosses over with that 3-day green dot, that's your best bet to get a move back up into this bigger zone of resistance with the anchored VWAP flying through here as well. So that's pretty much what I would look for. 4-hour money flow trying to come up as well. But again, VWAP's coming down. So yeah, turbulence not unlikely, but look for that bigger move to the upside if you get those money flow crossovers on the 5-hour with the 3-day green dot. Other than that, if you get the bigger breakdown, you lose this 786, big level of support, same thing as yesterday, 14 to 13 cents. With the value area high, daily naked point of control, and weekly naked point of control confluence. So there you go. Let's see. Stuck in a tar pit. Shout out to CJ. Yeah, you're just stuck down there. Again, guys, just like this, I just can't wait to get price moving again. Because honestly, typically, when price consolidates like this is where we look for our opportunities, which is definitely the case. But we don't have a clean range here, right? So, like, you really need a nice, clean range to find the really nice entries. But right now, these are just super choppy ranges. Just a trash point in the market right now. But again, we catch those scalps in the premium Discord. Doesn't mean you can't make money. It's just boring for content, to be honest. All right. Oh, you have to be a member to use secret commands? Is that true? Let's see. Bada boom. Doge. Yeah, we could take a quick look at Doge. And I think, what do we have? We have just Cardano giveaways today. We got 10 Cardano giveaways. Anyway, let's continue on here. So, Dogecoin. Pretty similar. Maybe I'll clean this up a little bit. Let me see. Let's hide this. No, I'll keep that. Upper value. We can hide this. I want to hide all this. Let me, whoops. Boom. All right. So, yo, I love this command thing. This is kind of fire. Oh, wow. So you can do it if you're a member. That's kind of fire. What, Tony D, what are you just like hacking the back end? Like, what, Tony D's like on his computer, like just hacking the mainframe? Feeling so like shout out to B Griffin said feeling so so lucky to be here, kiddos. Got no school today. Shout out to B Griffin. Let's go, bro. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, I do need to take Mrs. Candles out, guys. So I gotta rush through this real quick. Golden Pocket. I mean, this is still we're sitting at the Golden Pocket. This could be where a higher low comes in. I will say again, you do still kind of have that somewhat of a kind of rounded bottom here. And to be quite honest, take a look at the daily. This looks to me like you might want to put in one more low based off your momentum wave, right? You have VWAP above the zero line. If this prints another red dot, this is a situation where sometimes we can front run the bullish divergences. Unfortunately, that would call for a lower low on price action, right? So put in a lower low, put in a daily bearish divergence. That could be where you get the bounce from. But it's a little too soon to call for that at this point. You're above your POC. If you lose the POC sitting at 26 cents, that's where I'd look to come back down towards the Golden Pocket. If you lose the Golden Pocket at that point, it's probably a full rotation of the range, right? So we come up here, play around with the POC. If we lose that POC Golden Pocket, that's where I'd look for the bigger move down towards your value area low, 786 retracement. And then this could be a big place to look for a bounce. But hopefully, if you could hold above your POC here, you could shoot up to these next local levels of resistance where you have a bunch of daily horizontals as well as a Golden Pocket 786 and the value area high. So this is kind of a large way, kind of like a grander, higher time frame look at what's going on Dogecoin. So you really want to hold above the Golden Pocket for the most part at 22 cents. You lose that, you're probably getting the drop down to 16. But other than that, if we just go ahead and hide some of this stuff, I will pull up some local context here, right? I'm even going to hide the larger range. Locally, again, like there's really nothing I can do in here. This is like not a, I mean, that looks like a rounded bottom to me. I guess you could call it an Adam and Eve as well, right? Adam and Eve, rounded bottom, same thing. But really that money flow on the 5 hour crossing into the green with our 3-day green dot printing is what would make me anticipate, right? If I saw this without that, if I saw this, right, the Adam and Eve or the double bottom or whatever you want to call it, with money flow coming in the opposite direction, I would not take this seriously, right? I would not look at this as like, hey, it's an Adam and Eve, it's going to go up, right? Because we see money flow coming out. But in this case, we do have money flow coming up on the 5 hour. So this is the same thing as Ethereum. 3-day green dot, 5 hour money flow crossover into the green. And then if we have the bada boom, bada bing, yeah, so just watch that 5 hour money flow crossover. Red dots on the 5 hour might give you some turbulence, but if you can get that money flow to stay in the green, I would look for the bigger push up, potentially targeting the levels I just looked at on top of, like, I can't even really pull a range here, to be honest. Like, I can't really pull this as a range. This is super choppy. I guess you could, technically. So, yeah, I mean, you have your 786 POC here. Value area low confluence. Boom. Your tab, you came up to tap that Golden Pocket. So break this Golden Pocket. Look for a push up in here. And then just to give you like a little local roadmap of what is to be expected if you get a move up. Get above the Golden Pocket. Hit the POC value area low 786. Flip that to support. You go look for the bigger move up to the value area high at about 37 cents. And then, again, larger context is going to remain the same, which a lot of these levels are just going to be the same. But I'll just pull this for fun. Yeah, you do. This is definitely, I'd probably be more willing to look at this in terms of Golden Pocket. This is probably the value area high or the POC of this range if I had to guess. Value area high. So you have some pretty confluent levels up here. So these would be like the next targets for Dogecoin, in my opinion. You kind of have like a bunch of volume profiles on top of each other. Come on, give me that dang brush. Why can't I select the brush? Give me the brush. Give me the dang brush. I'll just delete it. So, yeah, there you go. Locally, if we continue up, flip that Golden Pocket, get to that 786. You got to be careful here. This is key resistance. But once you get above here, that's where I'd look for the bigger move up to the Golden Pocket value area high. So there you go. Again, same thing on Ethereum. 5 hour money flow crossover into the green with the 3-day green dot. As long as this confirms, we still have about 12 hours for it to disappear. But hopefully we can confirm that, get the 5 hour money flow crossover into the green, and see that continue up to these local levels. We'll see what happens. See if we can get up here and shoot up. So there you go, guys. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's see. Oh, God, what did Tony do? Tony did. Okay, guys, please show. Yeah, shout out to Tony. Tony, I'm just going to do the I think I'm just going to do the giveaways the old way. The Nightbot is a complete and total cluster, you know what. I just feel like it's total chaos. Let's see. Shout out to It's Quinn. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Sorry I missed this. This was, I think, from a while ago. Said, hey, Frankie, the president of Argentina dropped a meme coin. He posted it on Instagram and Twitter. Shout out to It's Quinn. Let's go. Shout out to the president of Argentina. Did he rug it yet is the question. Shout out to It's Quinn. What's the ticker? I'll take a look at it. Let's see. Jesse says, happy birthday, Rob. Let's go. Shout out to Jesse. Dropping some love for Rob's birthday, which was technically yesterday. But shout out to Jesse for saying that. Let's see. Shout out to Tony D. Says, I'm coming to dinner with you and Mrs. Candles. I'm bored AF. Shout out to Tony D. Third wheeling on Valentine's Day. Let's go. Shout out to Tony D. And he said, no, Dave is just way more savvy with Nightbot. Moderators can add commands directly from chat. It's fine as long as Dave behaves. Shout out to Dave Digital. It looks like he already is misbehaving just a little bit. But hey, command fart is not that bad. Shout out to Dave Digital. Let's go. And shout out to QWERTY gifting those 5 Frankie Candles memberships. Let's go. Shout out to QWERTY. Thank you for gifting those memberships, and shout out to everyone who got them. Drop a Q in the chat. Drop a Q emoji in the chat if you just got a membership. Shout out to QWERTY. Thank you for doing that, bro. We appreciate you. And Tony D said it's not chaos. Me and Tyler got it. Don't worry. Okay. Do I have to? All right. I'm just gonna. All right. Oh wow. Okay. All right, let's get into these giveaways, guys. I got to get out there with Mrs. Candles for Valentine's Day, or I might not be spending another Valentine's Day with her. But let's see. Okay, so never mind. Shout out to Gen Z. So, yeah, Tony D, just drop some kind of instruction on what people need to do. I think if you're in the chat and you have sent a chat, you are going to be entered into the giveaway. I believe that is the case. While you're doing that, oh, my God. I just saw an ad for a 720S. Good Lord. Oh, man. While we're doing that, Tony, while you do that, let me get the car. Is that the meme coin? Okay. That looks about right. Let's see. Is this the president of Argentina's meme coin? Is it CAR? Let me know in the chat. Let's see. Here we go. Shout out to Mountain Magnets. Let's get it. Nightbot sauce incoming. Oh, no, it's called Libra. Which one is the question? I doubt this is it, right? Yeah, this is definitely not it. Is it this? I don't know. It's always hard to find these new meme coins, at least on TradingView. Probably find it on something else. Let's see. Yeah, it's on Deck Screener. Yes, I'm not really probably going to be able to find a decent chart here on TradingView, unfortunately. Yeah, I probably won't be able to find this. Unless this is it. But really no TI I could possibly do on this, even if this is real. Shout out to Zach dropping the GSPs in the chat. Let's go. Let's see. Looks like some rugs. Shout out to Eric. Okay, so. All right, so Tony said, up to you, bro. We're ready to drop the winners when you are. People have been getting entered in for the last 10 minutes. We can draw whenever. We will slow the chat, and I will draw the names back to back. Shout out to Tony D. Here we go. Let's do these giveaways, guys. On the count of 3, Tony, or not on the count of 3, but just run it whenever you're ready, bro. Run it whenever you're ready, and we're going to drop those. If you're in the chat, if you've been in the chat for the last 10 minutes, you are actively entered into the giveaway. Good luck to everybody. Candles in the chat. Tony's about to candles in the chat. It just reminded me of that song for some reason. I don't know why. I'm going to eat some more candy here while you guys are yeah, you guys should all be entered in here. And then Tony's probably going to slow down the chat like crazy and then dump those winners, baby. And if you don't have a Valentine, Frankie Candles is going to send you some of that Cardano and give you a little bit of a Valentine's Day gift. Let's go. Let's chat spam. Oh, let chat spam commence. Shout out to Wick's wife, 599. Let's go. There we go. Every 5 minutes. Oh, slow-mo. The hammers drop. Let's see. Awesome. Pick me. XRP is mooning. Oh, XRP moonbag. I was like, XRP is mooning. What the heck? Bitcoin trying to fight back above that POC, guys. Trying to fight back above that POC. Just going to wait for that red dot on the 4 hour, see what happens. Shout out to Mr. Blake, said, anyone who doesn't win, I have some cats I can give away so you don't feel left out. Shout out to Mr. Blake. Giving away full cats. All right, shout out to Tony D. Let's go, baby. Drop the giveaways. Drop the giveaways. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, baby. Don't make me DJ. Don't make me DJ.
I'm gonna get that second bell. Where the is it? They should have had them 2 bells ready. Spit shine for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds,
Oh,
all
yeah.
the sand, all the stress. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test. Now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, so nobody's into me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high.
Winners
Through
coming
it
in,
all,
baby.
I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up from my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right. I swear that I'm working them up till
Let's
like
go.
midnight.
I don't know
It's
if all the
real
winners
life.
got called
I got
yet.
time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah.
Shout out to Only You, said, ever here, and maybe it's me today. Shout out to Only You. Oh, God, live on cam. She's sitting on my lap, guys. She's just sitting on my lap. She's just sitting on my lap. What a better day to do the Valentine's Day show with Mrs. Candles here. Those are really difficult to catch. Yeah, shout out to, I don't know if I like this way of doing the giveaways, to be honest. That is kind of lit, but it is kind of chaotic. It's just like there's no way, unless you like stop chat, which I don't even know if you can do that, to get them all to pop up at one time. Or maybe we do that. Maybe, man, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is it. I don't know if this is it. Don't poke a hole in her. Shout out to Psychedelic Astronaut. Get out of here, Mrs. Candles. Oh, God, we're going to get banned on YouTube, guys. Shout out to Tyler said, no, this is better. Trust me. Shout out to Tyler. If it makes it easier for you guys. And Tony D records them in real time. Okay, so that's perfect. Yeah, maybe it is easier. Maybe it is. As long as it's easier for you guys. That I don't care. All right, let's see. JC Crypto. Congratulations, JC Crypto, to win the giveaway. Yo, shout out to JC, bro. Trying to scam the giveaways. We got another Lucho in the chat. Let's get it. But, guys, at the end of the day, before we go into the weekend, I'm going to leave you with this. We are potentially trying to get back above this POC. Doesn't mean we're going to yeet up from here, but I will say this, guys. This is the level to get above on Bitcoin. 97,468. Watch for the 4 and the 5 hour money flows to cross over into the green. With these VWAPs coming down, don't be surprised if you see a little bit of turbulence. But if that money flow crosses over into the green, that is going to indicate the overall trend with that 2 and 3 day green dot printing, and that would call for that continuation to the upside. Cautiously optimistic. Let's see if we can get that to play out. And again, if not, we lose that golden pocket. We're going to be looking for the bigger drop down to the 786 and the value area low of the range, which just for the record, 786, 93,493. Value area low at 91,782, right? And we do have some other levels down here closer to about 91K. So hopefully, cross your fingers and hope that this money flow could cross over into the green and give us the bigger move up, guys. And if not, we lose these levels. You know where we're going next. And hopefully, we can get a bigger move here on Bitcoin over the weekend or maybe even into the beginning of next week. And we'll have something else to talk about other than this super garbage, low probability, tiny little consolidation range. So with all that being said, guys, shout out to Tony D. Said, Frankie, we will find an alternate that is simple but not chaos. Shout out to Tony D. I mean, this is better for you guys. That's fine by me. It's just, it'd be really hard for me to like shout all that stuff out just because it's like kind of random. I don't know. It's really up to you guys. Whatever makes it easier for you guys. 92 before 102. Again, VW John. That is kind of what I'm hoping. So I want that to happen, but it kind of makes me think it's not going to give it to me because that's what I want. So we'll see. Watch that money flow, guys. Medium time frame money flow with those high time frame green dots. Hopefully that gives us a move. If not, we'll get that moved down to $92,000 to $91,000. And with all that being said, thank you all for tuning in and hanging out to the end of the live stream. Smash that like button on your way out if you have not already. Let's try to get like 7 likes on tonight's live stream. And yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Go hang out with your significant other. We finally did a little bit of a short stream here. Not really. We're ending 10 minutes early. But anyway, guys, with all that being said, I'll see you guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great Valentine's Day. Be safe. And I'll see you on Monday, same place, same time, right here, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Frank Candles YouTube channel. That's all I got. Shout out to Mike, Mr. Blake, Blockchain Domain, Dave Digital, Nightbot, Pennywise, Ash, and Nick Dunn. I'll see you guys later. Hasta pasta. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Look what's next for me, Joe. I'm gonna get that second bell. Where the is it? They should have had them 2 bells ready. Spit shine for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test. Now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, so nobody's into me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up for my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working them up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah.
Go missing candles. Go missing candles. Hey. Oh, God. Sorry about that, guys. Mrs. Candles was twerking out here. She's just out here twerking. She's fired up today. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Hasta basta. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command, like, yeah, you about to see me on demand, like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the road, here we go. Yeah, at the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor.